Here, hold it.
Tell me if you can see me leaving front row.
You ready?
Okay.
Okay. Today I will do my presentation on the risk of the marine life at Honolulu Harbor due to the molasses spill that occurred in September. Okay. So molasses is a byproduct of the refining of sugarcane. It's viscous and it's a dark liquid. It's different than oil and water. It's more dense, and I will show you later in a video how molasses sinks and oil floats at the top on the water. Okay, so the marine life being at risk. What happened was the molasses was spilled from the Matson company. It's a moving company, and what it does, it transports molasses onto a ship which goes to California. And so what happened was one of the pipes exploded underwater, and so that's how we got the spill. It spilled over 233,000 gallons or 5,500 barrels of oil, or molasses I should say. It killed over 26,000 marine life. What happens is the molasses displaces the oxygen that fishes need to survive. So the fish is basically suffocated. And it's also bad for human life because it will attract barracudas, eels, and sharks. And so what happened was people put up, like lifeguards put up signs for people to be careful and watch out for that. Okay, so this is a picture. This is where it happened. This is Sand Island. This is Waikiki. This is Sand Island where the Matson company is. And so when the pipe burst and the molasses spilled, it reached all the way to Keehi Lagoon. And this is a picture of the dead fishes. Well, not all of them, obviously, but and it's also bad because, I don't know if you can see, but the molasses started to create algae and bacteria on the surface of the water, which also brings out more threatening, like sharks, more threatening animals. Okay. And I will show you the video. Oops. Let's turn this on.
24 hours after a massive molasses spill at Honolulu Harbor, dead fish are popping up near Keehi Lagoon.
And I've already seen tons and tons of the dead fish floating around.
Boater Lexi Ray tried to save a distressed eel, but the damage was done.
There may be thousands of fish that have died from this spill so far.
We first spotted distressed fish near Pier 41 yesterday, crowding the shore, gasping for air.
And we're seeing thousands of them. There's a lot of fish that are in that very stressed situation in very shallow water, right next to the piers, right next to the shore. We're seeing a lot of reef fish that you would never see in right next to the shore. Butterfly fish, surgeonfish, eels, goatfish, squirrelfish, all right up next to the shoreline.
Matson confirmed the cause today, 233,000 gallons of molasses that seeped into waters around Sand Island due to a faulty pipe used during loading. We did an experiment to see why molasses is so hazardous to fish. Watch as it sinks to the bottom of this vase of water we collected today from Keehi Lagoon. Unlike an oil spill, which can be cleaned by skimming the surface, the molasses quickly disperses to the deepest points.
It's sucking up all the oxygen. There's no oxygen at depth, so the animals down there that need oxygen, that normally would breathe it directly out of the water, can't get it and are suffocating.
Matson refused our request for an interview and instead released this statement. Matson regrets that the incident impacted many harbor users as well as wildlife. We are taking steps to ensure this situation does not happen again. The health department will continue to monitor the water. In the meantime, people are urged to stay out around Keehi Lagoon.
While molasses is not likely a pollutant that will harm people directly, it is killing the fish, and that can cause increase in sharks or barracuda or eels, which certainly can be harmful to the public.
Tanya Joaquin, Hawaii News Now.
Okay, so that was a video that showed the difference between the molasses and oil. And that's it. So Malama Aina means to care and nurture for our land. This is how we were able to clean up our ocean, our Kehi Lagoon. So what happens is the workers, they were scooping out the marine life out of the water. You could also pump, there's oxygen into the lagoon, so it could help at least give some oxygen to the fishes. Or what happened was you usually just wait for nature to take its course. When the tide rolls in and out, it'll take the molasses out into the sea. It actually lasted 3 months until there was no sight of molasses in the water. And then I compared it to the Boston, Massachusetts molasses spill in 1919. This was very dangerous. A storage tank exploded, killed 21 people and injured 150 people. It was like a big 50-foot wave that just came through the street, and it destroyed living and non-living things. It moved automobiles around. It was dangerous. Like, the reason people also died was because it had like paint thinner and turpentine. The molasses now is just sugar. So not that many people. It's not harmful now as it was in 1919. So that's what my comparison was. And this is my references. Any questions?